Hello there. How are you? Hello there. Ah, crap. Hold on. I gotta turn my notifications and shit off on my phone here. Okay. Basically, I'm bored as hell. It's a Saturday. Um, we're gonna see if we can't try to find some different endings to this game. Some of it is going to overlap because in order to get to certain endings, we're gonna have to redo some of our previous decisions, I believe. I don't know for sure. It's just a gut feeling that I have. Um, Everything before was completely organic in the sense that I wasn't really trying to go for any specific ending. And I'm still not. I really still don't know what's out there. But this time I am deliberately trying for an ending. At least one that's different. So, that being said, we're going to load the game. And we're going to start with this
You're
one.
on a path in the woods.
Now, I remember that
and
there
at the
was...
end of that path is a cabin.
Hold on.
And you're here to...
Yep. There was a time that we were in an area when she was covered in thorns, and we actually got an achievement because I accidentally fucked up. I don't know what the hell I thought was gonna happen. But basically it ended up where she thought we were trying to abandon. I guess I picked the option to abandon her, and we got the achievement, leave her in the thorny prison. That was not my intent. Again, I don't remember exactly what was supposed to happen. But we're gonna try. I'm deliberately going to try to get the Thorn prison again, and this time try to cut her out. I don't know how many different things you have to do before the game, quote unquote, ends, but that's what we're here to figure out. All right. I don't really think anything affects anything until you actually get there. So why don't we just get there? We'll just say silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
The short path to
You'll
the
find
cabin.
the princess within.
Okay.
A warning.
Yep.
Before you go,
Don't listen to her. She will lie. You know what? I am gonna let it play out because maybe not everybody has seen every single episode. Which shame on you if you haven't. But I digress. Let's proceed, and then I will let it play out a little bit. At least some of them, especially if it's new.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I think what we need to do is not go down with the knife. Let's just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
He really wants this bitch to die. Okay.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Alright, so we always have the voice of the hero. So that's always going to be the situation. Now, we had the voice of the skeptic, we had the, I can't remember them all. We had the voice of the skeptic who made us take the knife. We had the voice of, oh man, there were so many other ones. At least 2 or 3. So many, yeah. There was at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 that I've done through. I don't remember them all. What I should have done was did a brief review of all of them before I came back to it. But, you know, you live and learn, then get loved. Old commercial. Alright,
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in.
I think what we had to do is we had to trap ourselves last time. I think we had to trap ourselves. We were down there with her. I think? I honestly don't remember.
Wait,
Crap.
really?
It's kind of hard to pick a different path when you can't
I was
remember
starting
what
to
you've
think
already
I'd be
done.
stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Alright.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
No, but I still need to figure out.
You're only making this more difficult.
Is how... I don't remember her.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No, I do not have
Maybe
the
it's
key.
somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
See, that's what I'm saying. And I said it the first time we did that too.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
So far, a lot of these options are seeming familiar, and I think I picked them all before. I won't know if anything's different until we come back the second time.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess. And you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Well, I didn't, so don't worry
Easier
about
for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
Oh,
before
shit,
raising
that's
her
right.
arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
These are all... I remember a lot of these options.
Fine.
Well, they really didn't give us any options there. We decided that we were already going to save her.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess.
See, what are we?
Just
Look at
above
that.
the unyielding chain binding.
Oh,
her
look, we
to
have
this
the knife now instead of just a clicker.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Hang on, I gotta stretch my arms. My wrist is starting to hurt. Three, two, one. All right. There's a stretch I do for when that starts to hurt, and it immediately goes away.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours.
We've seen this before.
How is she still smiling after everything?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Okay.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair.
Dude,
You
she's
can't
trying to
just do
control
that.
us now.
Watch me.
Damn.
What are you doing?
Oh, okay. It's telling us that we've warned her before. Okay, let's slay her.
There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart.
So we do have a different option.
But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
Maybe.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
What?
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently,
But it's over.
everything goes dark,
You die.
and you're on a path
Okay,
in the
so
woods,
this is the second
and at the end of that path
part of
is
the
a
story
cabin.
that we were just doing.
You're here to slay.
So each time it's a double feature. So there's always going to be the initial meeting, and then there's going to be the response to that meeting, which is what we're doing now. And then that happens, I think, 3 times. Before the game, quote unquote, ends, and you get whatever ending that you get. So it's 3 sets of 2 meetings, the initial and the response, and then the ending. All right. Wait, hasn't this happened already?
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. If he doesn't remember what happened, then
The
maybe it's
voice of the
really
hero.
end. We need
The
to keep our
opportunist
cards
that-
close to
okay,
our
so we
chest.
have had the
I'm not sure we
opportunist.
can trust. You know I can hear you, right? It's
I
going to
hope
be a
that
lot
doesn't
harder than you
mean
did.
that-
I say I'm not sure we can trust him. Slip of the tongue.
Sorry, I just
You're
need.
the old.
I hope that doesn't mean that we're gonna get the same ending as before. I think we've had 2 endings actually. We've had the one where we got the true ending where we're locked in like oblivion forever, and then we decide, fuck this, we're out. And then we've had, I think we've had the other one. I really got to go back and rewatch those other videos. Until then, let's just play through here and we'll see what
Those are
happens.
two
And if
very
this video
different
ends up
questions,
sucking,
but fine. I'll
Uh,
indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
then fuck it, I just won't post it.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Yep.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to it. We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us for what I can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great. Congratulations. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time, if it's the latter, what do you think happened? Do you think the people there lived happily ever? That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble. You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? Well, what matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page.
Okay. Now let's proceed to the motherfucking cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yep.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her... Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job done.
Alright, now let's see what happens. Let's see what the place looks like now. Hopefully it looks like shrubbery.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The blade is your implement.
Now,
you'll need it if you
but
want
I
to do
don't
this
know
right.
if we should take the blade or just go down there, because we tried to kill her the first time, so she's going to be on our guard. We're going to leave the mirror alone. The mirror never really does anything. It just disappears when you try to touch it because the narrator doesn't see it or acknowledge it. Oh, I just remembered one of the endings. Okay. Well, watch the episodes if you want to know what the fuck I just remembered. Alright, this whole cabin is different from last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade. Let's just enter the basement.
No blade? Leaving it behind didn't work out so well for us last time. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know
what we want to do
doing
is gain her trust. If she's covered in thorns this time...
The door to the basement creaked. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive moth. The air smells of dirt and copper. Her voice.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs.
I see that she's pissed because
Calm
she remembers
down.
our last meeting.
Don't be scared. Silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten about you. I recognized the sound of your nervous little footsteps as soon as they came into my home.
Uh-oh.
I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
That's really not good.
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about... Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Oh, this is when she's the hot kitty thing.
Entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes...
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back.
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when
okay, come on. See, this is when
we could put
conversations go in a circle.
Just focus on the task at hand.
Yes, please.
I don't care if you've been here before, and let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find her. Don't talk to her. You're just...
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue. You came to me with empty hands last time, too. But that didn't mean you hadn't been plotting something nasty all along. What you did showed me as much.
I was being controlled, bitch.
But we didn't plot anything. We just made an informed decision based on the information we had at the time. I think you're both making perfectly valid points. Sure, we didn't plot anything, but it's easy to see how she might think we did. Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on...
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Little monster.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Alright. Let's see.
Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want. The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am.
Well, I don't want that to happen.
If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
I get the sense you're not happy with me. That's not going to help anything. I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains? Can't you get out on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. I don't trust you. Not enough to free you. No, we're not doing... No, we're not doing that one.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
The initial playthrough, the initial introduction to the game, they said that this is a love story of sorts.
She needs us to get out of here.
So I'm
We'll be
eager
fine
to see
if
how
that's
that
what we
all
decide
plays
to
out.
do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
True, but we keep talking. We need to do something.
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
Okay.
The princess grins as the
Oh,
chains
shit.
fall from her wrist.
Literally just slid that shit off.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here.
Oh,
If
didn't we have
left
the
to
voice
her
of the
own
romantic
devices,
last
she'll
time?
find a way
Or, I
out.
think it was the
Now
romantic.
stop her.
Yes, let's.
Yeah.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
Getting closer.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
I don't blame her.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Okie dokie.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back
I'm
on
always too
us.
trusting. I need to see what's going to happen because we need to show good faith.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
That's true.
Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us.
Mm-hmm.
We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
See? I'm a hero. I agree.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted.
By your
I don't know
definition.
how many more warnings I have to dole out.
That's right, you're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
Fair enough. I like how the picture changes where the cursor is, too.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
We're
You
alright.
step onto the stairs.
She can't kill us. If
begin
she
your
kills
ascent
us, she
through the
can't get out.
basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you.
I think all this narration is new now.
Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the
Oh, I
carriage
hope she
is
doesn't
in
think we're
reach.
gonna reach for the knife. We should tell her that the
Isn't
knife
that
is
a
there.
relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you?
Nope.
What did you just say that? I think we know why.
Oh no.
You feel something dig into your shoulder,
You're
sharp
shitting
and
me.
piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding
Why would she do
wooden
that if she
roots
needs us to
until
get out?
finally, you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
It's my neck, isn't it?
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
Oh, we got an achievement though. It's her nature.
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that
Oh,
you have to be getting
fuck. We're paralyzed. We broke our back or our neck.
Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken.
Mm-hmm.
One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
I was trying to be trusting.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you. By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
And that's what I didn't want to do.
And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Oh no way, are we stuck here paralyzed together?
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken.
No
Isn't that a
fucking
cool
way.
twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
Not really.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
No. So we're paralyzed here together, bitch.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. Look on the bright side.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Damn, bitch, you're still like this?
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? You still there? What happens next?
The narrator does not respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel
shit.
cold.
At least we got a different ending and an achievement out of it. Yep, this is all the same
cool.
though.
Is that a...
You've unraveled. This is when we talk to the being that is trying to get different perspectives.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Nah.
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
I had the TV on. I really hope that didn't get picked up the entire time, because that would suck.
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist. No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Not an idea.
There's no need for you to know what you are going to do before you do it. If you find him, remember that I'll be waiting for you on the other side. This one is hope, marred by bitterness. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
I kind of want to do the exact same thing again, except this time resist the knife instead of just slaying her. We never tried this though.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Can I destroy myself though? But as it burrows into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. Huh.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh shit. She said, as we are now. Does that mean that if we played a little further and tried that, it would have worked?
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Okay, so this must be our second playthrough.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Or a second, iteration of this game, this particular playthrough, I mean. Bring the witch to her. Okay.
You're on a path in the
So at
woods.
least we're...
You're hidden.
Yep. Let's go. Let's try that
You
same
make the warning,
playthrough
she
again
won't.
while it's still fresh in my memory. And see if we can't be a little more accommodating of the princess. Because I'm pretty sure we
The
did that
interior
before.
of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air, the blade.
Alright, let's grab the blade.
You take the blade from...
And let's enter the basement. She knows we have it though, so that's.
The door to the basement, her voice.
Who's there?
You see, she's not as. She knows we have it.
She sounds dangerous. Don't
Yep.
let it fool you.
This is all part of the first episode, seriously.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Now look, she's not gonna be.
You walk down the
Now
stairs.
look at her eyes. She's
and
more
lock
like Mary.
eyes with She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nope.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
I'm here to cut you free.
The blade. Of course, don't you dare. It's fine.
Oh, so you only get so many
Blade
options here.
tumbles out of your trembling.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment.
Yep.
We'll be fine.
Right on.
We don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
What? Oh, fuck. I didn't do this right.
Too long.
Note the lack of detail.
I know. I just...
Yep. Oh, this isn't the playthrough I wanted. God damn it.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long...
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so...
Dangerous.
dangerous?
No?
Sooner or later, you'll understand that.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We
Yep.
could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess. They're
Give them
large
tug,
and heavy.
too large.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
No, I don't have
Maybe
the
it's somewhere
key.
upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess.
Yep, so, okay, so we're back to this,
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife.
yeah, let's
You
just
could
cut to
always
the
cut me
chase.
out here.
Get it?
She
Alright.
speaks with. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be. You attempt to make your way out.
Yep,
With someone
this is all
else
the
here.
same shit. Try the door. Hey, let me out of here. Let's return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back. Easier for whom? Easier
If we had
for
the blade.
everyone.
We've already
I
played
heard the
through
door slam.
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out.
You won't like.
Save.
Against your better
Okay,
judgment.
we got the happy
place
eyes
the
now.
blade against the cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp,
Yep.
and she didn't so much as utter a
Sound.
sound. Free from
Yep.
how is she so
Thank you.
Chill.
Now let's get out of here.
Not a problem.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes
Alright, so
as the
we're-
prince.
Nope.
Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
Alright, we are going to save her. Or we're going to warn her first. Won't let me warn her? What the fuck? Oh, because this is the playthrough. We already did it. No.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally.
But,
Okay. There's no going back. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
well, she's pissed now.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you.
Yeah.
Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one,
Okay.
but I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be pretty.
As the blade falls from your tremble, you fall to your
Multiple
knees,
haymakers.
barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will dip.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like... I'm sorry.
Yep, it's over. You
Everything
die.
goes dark,
And you die.
and
The tower. This is
you're
new.
on a path. You're here to sleep. Again? People don't. If he doesn't remember what
Voice of
happened,
the hero,
no, I can
the
hear you.
narrator.
What does it matter what he knows?
Ooh, voice
There's
of the broken.
nothing we can do to stop her.
I don't think we've had that one
She's
before.
just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you...
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Proceed to the cabin. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning.
Yep,
She will
yep,
lie.
she'll-
Might
yeah,
as
she'll
well.
lie,
Let me
she'll
tell you,
cheat,
I'm not
she'll do
being
all
a-
kinds of
You're being
stuff.
annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her.
Okay. I might have fucked up. She will lie, she will cheat. Voice of... We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable. Okay. That's what you said. Okay, so I did skip some important dialogue.
So
I apologize
please
for that.
try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world.
Proceed to the cabin.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
No, this is a...
The interior of the cabin is
look at
larger
this!
and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Ugh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need... Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
So wait, is it big? Yeah, okay, so is this really big or are we just little tiny? And oh, it is still the basement. It said the tower, so I just assumed that, let's just
No
go to the
blade this
basement.
time.
Nope,
Yeah. Blade. No blade.
it doesn't matter. So we
It
are
doesn't
going into the
matter.
basement even though it's a tower.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Oh boy.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh, this isn't gonna be great.
You weren't kidding. You shouldn't have come down here, Anna. We need to get down there. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
See what she looks like now.
The princess towers
my
over
God.
you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told...
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me.
Nope.
How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
Oh.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Yeah?
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
I don't understand how she can be so pretty and yet so evil looking at the same time. Look at that.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it?
Just a little bit.
It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
Apparently not, because I keep doing the same shit.
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's
So
being
much
melodramatic, but he's not exactly
I
wrong,
mean, I
is
know
he?
it's a story. That's the whole
What are we
point. But
supposed
still.
to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away.
You commit
and
yourself to
admit
what needs to be
yourself
done.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already
Should we
lost.
pledge our loyalty like the guy said? The one voice said, or should we try to fight back now?
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Fair enough. So basically, it's just a bunch of questions and then pledge yourself anyway. So
All
see what she
you
has
have
to
to
say.
do is break these chains and set me free.
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently... That's exactly why it's rude.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do.
Oh shit.
The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
Oh shit.
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
In this playthrough, yeah. Okay. I mean, if we have to pick this option here eventually.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ah!
Rise, my little bird.
Took away the narrator.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Ooh.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done. Her chains shattered. and the cuff falls from her
my
wrist.
I
She is
am
loose,
free,
and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
She's gone.
I
Is
guess
that
this is all the same then. We approach the mirror. Gaze into our reflection, and... Oh, wow. That's... different, man? Crow?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, yes, this is the last part of the playthrough then.
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save. No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
Not really. I mean, are you a part of me or not?
From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
So then why didn't you just say that?
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
There's so many options. Fuck that shit. Exactly. Yep, let's do it. Oh shit! That was a little different.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Yes.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature,
Shit,
isn't
I
it?
should have picked the other one where I said I missed her too.
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning?
Oh shit.
Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
That is a good question. You know what? We've already explored a lot of this shit. This
If
I
you're
would like to
saying
know.
that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you,
I feel like we've done
then
this part
so
before.
be it.
What the fuck?
You become nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. You are terrified of a power so far beyond you that it strips the meaning from your every action. But at the feet of that power, the dark parts of you cannot help but burn away. Your inadequacy is reduced to cinders by the blazing light of the divine. When I proclaimed my godhood and presented you with a place by my side in my new creation, you gladly took it. Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness. My threads, like yours, are unbroken. She is me as much as I was her.
A trick
Ow.
behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving.
Oh, this is
around
when
each
she broke
other,
our bet.
But forever stuck in place. We both move and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Yes.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words.
Oh boy.
The final piece lies with you.
Let's see what we got. Let's end the fight early. Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, that's not good.
I love you.
Oh, this isn't good. So we're captured somehow, or? All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Aw. Hooray!
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. Is that a fish? I thought I saw a fish.
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
Step into the infinite. Oh shit, look at that. Is that the quote-unquote good ending? Thanks and alpha testers. Good job, everybody. Hey. Yeah, what the hell? I'll take a picture of it anyway. Already did that. Didn't do that yet. Neat. Well, that's good enough for now. That's an hour-long video, and we achieved an ending. So, we got an ending, a different ending, and we got, multiple achievements. So we're good on that. Cool. Thanks for hanging out.